The early influences and habits in a child's life are very important in potentially shaping that child for the rest of his or her life. So with that, Lorain County Community College students are hoping to be a positive influence as they reach out to young children and teens in a very powerful way. Have you ever wanted to help make a difference in your community? The opportunity could be right in your very own classroom. Many Lorain County Community College students are uniting with their teachers to make a positive impact in their community, all while learning at the same time. It's called service learning. And it's more than your traditional volunteering. It's a grassroots movement where students are taking what they learn in the classroom and applying that knowledge to help the community. Although this year marks the 4th year Lorain County Community College has been involved, it's gaining great momentum. 3 Lorain County Community College students are tutoring children at the Save Our Children nonprofit organization. Gigi Shoemate welcomes the extra pair of hands.
These students here are considered at-risk children, whether it be because it's low income, unemployment, or things like that. And so we're attempting to give them something different than the environment that they're used to. And when you bring service learning into the classrooms here, it gives them a different perspective on their own life.
Save Our Children offers tutoring to K-6 children and teens in their after-school program. The children are first helped with their homework. They then participate in electives like this theater class. Here, the students are putting together a play.
The organization actually began, as we said, approximately 22 years ago, and it was actually formed out of the youth ministries of Asbury United Methodist Church. And with that, it just continued to develop.
Plus, they have a teen youth council for the older teens.
And Teen Youth Council it originally was set up to be a drug elimination type program through the church, because there were so many teens that were out there on the streets. If they weren't using, some of them were actually dealing drugs. And so we set up Teen Youth Council as a part of the ministry of the church to bring youth in and to show them a different way.
Lorain County Community College student Frank Whitfield is helping the children to get out and get active. Whitfield helped to create Eden Vision, a group for young boys and men from 4th grade until age 19. They help make gardens around the community.
Eden Vision, in a sentence, is getting people to use their God-given talents and gifts and passions to serve people, to educate people, and to empower people. So, for instance, we have some people who are skilled at cooking. So we have some people who come in and do cooking demonstrations with the community and with the kids from the community. We have some people who are skilled at gardening, and we have access to land. So we have people who do that and use that as a tool also. And just trying to use people's abilities and gifts, and I'm like a facilitator, just bringing it all together.
Up to date, they have built 7 gardens like this one in Elyria. Well, this is one of the raised beds that they have already put in here, and it looks pretty plain right now, but this is where they're going to be gardening a bunch of different vegetables. And their hope is to be able to construct a lot of different raised beds, such as this one, all the way extending to the tree back there. And hope to build more around Lorain County.
It all started in the Garden of Eden, and there's something powerful about being in a garden, and you learn a lot from working with your hands and watching something that you sowed reap and grow and be able to harvest and cultivate that. And it speaks a lot to your personal life, what you're sowing and reaping, and what you're cultivating and what are you weeding out. I knew it was something that other students should try to get involved in. So I just started sharing it with other students, and they were asking, okay, how can I use my major to do service learning? So I was getting with people who are writing majors and explaining to them how they could use that gift to serve the community and also learn at the same time.
Service learning benefits students all around. It helps them engage in their community, which is really fulfilling. It teaches them about the importance of civic engagement and lifelong service. And it also, as I spoke before, as a form of experiential education, helps them develop these workplace skills. So it's a resume builder. They can walk into the workplace a little bit more confident because they've had the experience of being there before.
When I heard about a service learning opportunity in 2009, last spring, it just made so much sense to get that learning experience outside of the classroom And my professor had never heard of service learning, and I introduced it to him. It was an ecology course, and he allowed me to work on doing gardening for an ecology course.
In this raised bed, they planted garlic, and here they planted strawberries, and have planted many more vegetables and fruits. They expect to be in full bloom around July.
So that's a metaphor I use with the youth a lot of times, is that you are a garden, and what are you planting in your life? What are you weeding out of your life? And how are you keeping it fertilized? Are you watering that seed? So it's definitely been an awesome opportunity.
Whitfield said Eden Vision is going to open up to young girls too, soon this year. As a teacher, why not consider adding a service learning component to your classroom?
I've kind of figured a way to do the research-based, research-driven service learning where we're gathering data that can be useful in the environmental monitoring class. And then I've also tried to find smaller opportunities as they arise to fit into my biology courses. But I found that it's really stimulating to the students to bring in the community partners into the classroom. And so that's one thing I definitely recommend to other teachers trying to get started, to generate interest and to really help the students understand what service learning is. There's just a infinite amount of potential out there, so I would encourage other faculty to just give it a shot.
Eden Vision is a faith-based organization that is run by Mr. Frank Whitfield. He came to us about Eden Vision, and he said what he wanted to do was to take on the initiative of No Child Left Inside.
No Child Left Inside is a national movement that works to reconnect children with the environment, and in doing so, fight childhood obesity. So really the point is to get kids out from, in front of the TV, in front of the computer, and really get them thinking about the environment again. Through this partnership, we have been able to support one of our students' initiative, Frank Whitfield's Eden Vision project, which he's been working with through Save Our Children to build community gardens so that connects directly to No Child Left Inside.
It started off as a project in my backyard, and now it's becoming this organization. We have some youth that are 4th grade and up, then we got some teenagers that are in high school that are doing some work. So we got volunteers from the community who aren't in school, people who are who've either dropped out of school or just not in school right now, and we're helping them get back in the process of getting GED. We do GED tutoring, helping people get back on the right track.
The college was one of only 8 institutions that received a grant to promote service learning.
Service learning is something new to the college, but it's something that's really exciting and can really engage our students while also helping us make a difference in our community. How service learning benefits the faculty? It really acts as another form of a teaching tool. As a learning or teaching pedagogy, it helps learners with different learning styles, students with different learning styles, really connect what they're learning in the classroom out into real life situations.
The service learning program is funded by a sub-grant of the American Association of Community Colleges with a grant focus on the No Child Left Inside. So if your organization is looking for an extra pair of hands, consider joining Lorain County Community College and adding a service learning component to your organization. Reporting in Elyria, Ingrid Rivera for Lorain County Community College.